morning. My name is Scott Olsen. It's a pleasure to be here. Growing up in Idaho, I had the opportunity to visit the most beautiful mountains and camp at the most beautiful lakes. One of the most important lessons that I learned is that we always leave the mountain and the campsite better than we found it. You see, we're all stewards of the earth, and regardless of our political beliefs regarding the environment, we all have a responsibility to treat it well and leave it better than we found it. The same can be said for our hospitals. We must treat them well and leave them better than we found them. Today, I'd like to talk to you about medical waste in the healthcare industry and the opportunity to use reprocessed single-use devices. Imagine if you saw your surgeon holding this. You'd probably turn and run away. But the truth is, we use reprocessed devices every single day during our meal times. Could you imagine purchasing a metal fork, using it, throwing it away, and then purchasing another one every single meal? It just doesn't seem logical. Opportunity to reprocess and reuse is a great initiative and opportunity for healthcare organizations. Healthcare is the second leading waste contributor in the U.S. These graphics are a bit disturbing and discouraging. And also to note, the OR contributes to about 30% of total hospital waste. And they are a major user of single-use devices. The other challenge that we're faced with is the cost of care. As you can see in this widening gap between the United States and other developed countries, it is continuing to grow. We have to find a solution that helps curb the cost of care. I believe reprocessing is one of those solutions. So what is reprocessing? Reprocessing is essentially when a third-party vendor, they collect, they sort, and they inspect, sterilize a product. And then they will resell that back to the customer for the customer then to reuse at a discounted rate. It's important to note that the manufacturers are the ones that have the initiative to label their product as single-use devices, and it is not an FDA requirement. Regarding the quality, safety, and reliability of reprocessed devices, the OEM devices are nearly 5 times more likely to be defective than reprocessed devices. That is because reprocessed devices are inspected every single time. Every single device is tested for functionality and performance. Reprocessing industry is FDA regulated, which means that a vendor has to go through a 510K clearance, which essentially qualifies them to reprocess and sterilize product and make that product at the equivalent in terms of functionality and performance. And regarding quality concerns, about 10 years ago, there were a lot of unfounded stories and unconclusive studies as related to an increase in infection rates. And a lot of them were pointing to reprocessed products. Over the years, there's been many technological advances that allows us to make this process better and makes it more sustainable and effective for healthcare organizations. Again, it is a serious opportunity that we must look at. There are financial and cost benefits. The average hospital has the opportunity to reduce their medical waste by nearly 3,000 pounds. That's the equivalent of about 3,000 full water bottles in terms of weight and volume. That's a lot. Then in terms of financial savings, a reprocessed device is about half the cost of an OEM device. That can translate into millions of dollars for a healthcare organization. The time to act is now. The healthcare industry has seen savings already. And this year alone, we're anticipated to see about $5.4 billion in savings. And in about 5 years, that's expected to grow to $15 billion a year. There's been demonstrated results and success of this initiative. One of the leading reprocess companies has been able to save their customers over $300 million and as well divert millions of pounds of waste from landfills. I believe this is a viable solution for our hospital, and it's something that I would like to seriously implement and take to the next level. This is a win-win-win situation, and I believe that it will make an impact on our hospital. And I invite you to join the journey. Thank you. Any questions?